All right, this lesson is all about moon phases, which is just the different ways that a moon can look from Earth. And so we're going to look at this from two different perspectives. The top part is from space. So from outer space, we see the sun shining light on the moon. So always, no matter where the moon is, half of it is getting sunlight and half of it is in darkness. Same thing goes for Earth, which is what we spent a lot of time talking about. Rotation, time of day, all of that good stuff. But now we're just going to focus on the moon. The moon goes counterclockwise. So we need to remember that with our arrows, because as we think about the moon as it goes around the Earth, we have to remember it goes counterclockwise. We are going to start here at this location as if the Earth was here, the moon was in between the sun and the Earth. And we're going to go around counterclockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In this first location, if you were to turn your paper, imagine you were a little person standing on the Earth looking up at night. All you would see is what's on the inside of the circle. So from Earth, all you would see is the shadowed side of moon. That is called a new moon. From Earth, it would look like this. So you only see the shadowed side. So it's all shaded. You're just seeing the backside of the moon. All right, in this next location, so again, we can turn our paper, draw your little person, and imagine that you only see what's on the inside of the circle. So if you are on Earth and you look up, it's going to look like mostly shadow, but you see a tiny little sliver of light on that far right side. That is called a waxing crescent. And it looks like this. So the light is on the right. And that's what you would see from Earth. So it'd be just a kind of little sliver of light. It looks like less than half. So it could be a smaller sliver, it could be a bigger sliver. It just has to be less than half of the moon is showing to be considered a crescent. All right, next, if you are on Earth and you're looking up and you look up to the sky, from that perspective, it looks like the left half is dark and the right half is light. That is called a first quarter moon. And so from Earth, it's going to look like that, where half of it is shadow still. You see the shadow half, and you see the part that's getting lit up from the sun. If we turn our paper and you draw your little person and you look up, now if you look up, you see almost all of the side that's getting light, but a little bit on the left is still covered. That is called a waxing gibbous. And it looks like this. So you see that shadow on the left side. A gibbous can be anything from after the first quarter until we get to the full moon, which we're getting to. So next, we are here, we look up, and what do you see? You see that whole side that is getting sunlight, and that is what would be a full moon from Earth. And it looks like that. So that's your full moon. You see all of the side that's getting sunlight. So we aren't shading it in because it's reflecting light, so it'd be like white. All right, we keep going. When you are over here and you're looking up, now you see a lot of light, but there's a little shadow on that left side. That is called a waning gibbous. And it looks like this. So our shadow now is on the right, and the left side is more lit up. If our paper is upside down and your person is looking up at the moon when it's at position 7, now it looks like the left half is lit up and the right half is in shadow. So that is a third quarter moon. And so here it is like this. And then the final moon phase, when your little person's right there and you're looking up at the night sky, the whole left side looks like it's in shadow. More than half of it is shadow, and you see a little bit of light on that the right side is shadow, the left side is light. And so that is a waning crescent. And it looks like this. So your waning crescent would be a small bit less than half. And it would go like this. And then we start back over at a new moon. So this is the lunar cycle. And it takes about 28 days. And so it would just keep restarting.